Hello everyone and welcome back to the Furtadio Experience. It's Begin Within Wednesday, and on Wednesdays I share some insights on what I'm learning about and then reflect and ask you all a question that you can chew on and think on and reflect on yourself. This podcast is for people that want to listen, become more conscious, more engaged, and more fulfilled leaders to magnify their impact on humanity and the world. So let's dive into today's topic. Today's topic is I just finished reading Stephen King on writing a memoir of the craft, and that's true. It was a really great book, and I really want to boil down to one specific point that he made: keep this story, the story. And what I mean by that is how he showed it up and made his most relevant was when he's describing characters, especially minor characters. He wanted to make sure that he wasn't going into too much detail or too much description on a certain character that would take away from the story. He was always trying to show and don't tell, in terms of who the character is, what their appearance was, and all of that. So I'm going to apply that to impact, and then I'm going to give you some thoughts on how you can even think about it into your own life. So for us, impact is an opportunity, a human development platform to magnify human impact. And so it's human development to develop leaders to be more conscious, engaged, and fulfilled to magnify human impact. So let's say and all of our content, content, workshops, guest speakers, and conversations surround that, because that's our mission. That's the story we're telling. That's the story we want to infuse into our community's life and those that join us life. So with that, if Jeff approaches me, Jeff runs a workshop, and it's a financial education workshop, and he's like, I want to help people make $1 million by 35. Okay. That's great, because financial education is great. So what we would do with that is I would ask that does that workshop help them become a more conscious, engaged, and fulfilled leader? If so, how so? And if it is, does it help them magnify their impact? Because you have to ask those questions. Is it part of the story? And we're going to make mistakes in telling our own stories. So you could even be in a job interview. What's the story that you want to tell? Is it that you're a hard worker, that you're compassionate? It's really important to keep the story kind of plugged in the same. So, and this has been really challenging for me, and I'm sharing this not as an expert, as someone that's learning and trying to practice it into my own life as a community builder, as a coach, right? It's the same message. You have to keep the message the same. Obviously, there are different ways of saying the message. You don't have to say the same words, but the message has to be centered around one similar thing. So my question to you all is, what is the story that you are working on, or you are telling or actually showing, that you need to just make sure that you keep the story and work on not getting distracted? So would love to hear from you all. Make sure that if you're listening to this, subscribe to the podcast, leave it a review, comment, reach out to me. I'll leave my contact information in the show notes. And it's just, I want to continue this conversation. So what did you get out of this? How can I help you? And how can I serve you to really help keep your story the story? Have a wonderful day, and I look forward to coming into your ears or your eyes on YouTube soon.